gurgles as it curls around the blade and dies.
So what happened with the fireball in particular? Did it just blowed him up?
You cast a spell forming a fireball in your palm that you hurl towards the creature. It explodes in a flash of smoke and burning fur. But the creature is not defeated, only weakened.
So I did really trash him.
It started on 2 health, yeah.
Right. That was good. That was a good call, I think, because if we had actually fought normally, we probably would have lost
a little bit more stamina. Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
Search the body.
You look over the beast's arm with fascination. It is finely made, tightly forged to this werewolf shape. Perhaps such a shell can keep a wolf from reverting when the moon starts to wane.
So if I prise it open, will he just turn into a man? Like a dead man? And I'll be there, a stranger in a city, next to the body of a dead man.
A deadman.
With a sword covered in blood.
Deadman's blood.
I don't think that... Who made it? Maybe let's see what...
You see no maker's mark or sigil on it.
Maker's mark? That's like a whiskey, isn't it?
I don't know.
I'm trying to get a nicotine out of my...
You're desperate. Okay.
There we go. Don't smoke, kids.
Don't take up smoking, kids. For God's sake.
Well, leave it. Just leave it.
You don't want to prise it open?
Oh, prise it open then. Bollocks to it.
With the tip of your sword, you prise loose the catches.
Now there's a dead woman next to me.
As the plate slips to the ground, the dead beast begins to transform, revealing a young human woman. But the transformation does not alter the sword wound at her throat and does not bring her back to life.
Examine her.
With a heavy heart, you regard her face. Otherwise, she just seems to be a girl, maybe 18 or 19. With the night now quiet and still, it is hard to believe that a moment before you were faced by a slavering werewolf. What if that was just mere illusion, and you have slain an innocent passerby? But the wolf-shaped armor is still here, and the girl has a telltale wolf bite on her neck, just below a strange tattoo.
Let's look at the tattoo.
The tattoo reads, Vic.
Vic?
Wasn't that the name of Glandragor's friend in the city?
Yes.
But it seems hard to believe that it could be the same man when Glandragor was so honourable. I think Glandragor was the man in the inn before, do you remember?
Yeah, and we got like a hammer or an axe or something for him.
Yeah, we brought him something, didn't we? Something, was it hammer or something like that? It is undecorated. The penmanship is clear and simple. It is more like a cattle brand than a mark made for a lover. It
is the tattoo a slaver makes on its stock.
Sorry, I didn't read that bit. What would you like to do?
He's not a good man.
He's a bad man.
Let's bury her.
By the moonlight, you begin to dig in the mud with your sword, scraping out a hole large enough to bury the poor woman.
With a sword?
The work is hard, but you have no choice.
Hell.
You cannot leave her for the crows. It is little consolation to know that she was doomed long before your sword ran her through.
R.I.P. in peace.
As you cover her up, you commend her soul to the gorilla. Then you move a short distance away.
You commend her soul to the gorilla.
That's your... Yeah, your God. Then you move a short distance away and bed down to sleep. There we go. We got a clue, so that's good. And we have a sleep. And we dream. Your dreams, when they come, are of the wall. Like a towering monster drenched in moss and slime, the gate, its wide open maw. As you watch, it reaches down with fingers made from flagpoles and skewers the old beggar man, lifting him, flailing into the air. Meanwhile, the one-armed prisoner throws the knuckles of his missing hand onto the bench over and over, calling endlessly to himself.
Oh my God, do you reckon that's what it was? The dice were made out of his knuckles.
A wolf in shining armour howls at the sun, then turns to blow you a kiss. It is as though you could see the crown sitting in the dust on the far side of the north gate. So close, and yet out of reach. The next morning,
God, what a
wake
lovely
early,
evening.
Ready to begin your exploration of the city. Following the track for a few minutes, you reach a junction where the 3 roads begin. These are the outskirts of Carre. Huts huddle like beggars on either side of the tracks, leading uphill into the city port. Now we got a choice here because there's going to be 3 routes you can take. You see.
Yeah.
You can either head.
So let's have Festival of Thieves.
That's the Festival of Thieves. This is obviously a river running through it. And this river sort of acts almost like a kind of dividing line between the 2 halves of the game.
This is like the Forest of Doom, isn't it?
Yeah, so I mean, this is the kind of... This bridge here is a place where you cross over.
But I have to be pretty much done in the one half of the city before I cross over.
That's right. And over on the other side, you've got the halls of Vlada.
Is this nice? Oh,
necropolis. Wow. We've got the fallen coins. Yeah, it's lovely over there. You'll love it. So up here, we've got Dwarf Town.
Whoa! Hold on a minute. Dwarf Town. Dwarf Town.
Mansion Row.
Dwarf Town.
Palatine Hill. Yeah.
Okay. Oh god, it's miles away though, isn't it?
It's a long old way.
Oh god. Okay, I think I should probably find my way towards Dwarf Town.
Okay, so what would you like to do?
Let's move on quickly. We don't need to sort of mess around.
Time to choose your road. The North Gate awaits. Just at that moment, a car rolls down the road from the right and careens around the corner to take the main track ahead. On its back are stacked several crates. One teeters for a moment, then falls near your feet, its lid cracking open.
How convenient. Look in the crate.
Kneeling down in the mud, you prise open the crate with your fingers. Inside is a pile of smashed bottles. Thick purple liquid swirls about, littered with shards of glass.
Oh my god.
There are 4 bottles still intact, but you recognise the smell. It is Blimberry.
Blimberry!
A potion with many healing properties.
Let's take them all!
You take all of the bottles, wipe them down as best you can on the grass, and put them into your pack. A lucky find indeed. Blimberry juice will heal you, and will also do for a meal.
Oh my goodness! That was lucky. Alright,
So we got the circus, the festival of thieves, all the stuff up there.
I kind of want to avoid the thieves, and I want to go towards the dwarves, really.
Right, turn left.
Yeah.
Up this thin way. Let's see what's up here then. You follow a group of youngsters with packs up the road.
Backpackers, yeah.
Homes, hovels line the track, and strange faces appear at the windows watching as you pass. Then, from around the bend ahead, a troop of guards appears.
There's nothing to worry about. Let's just, blend in with the kids.
You stride quickly forward to join the group of youngsters and attempt to mimic their way of walking. The group are talking about where they will stay. The Wayfarer's Rest or the Meat and Cleaver.
Let's just listen, because I don't know either of the places.
You keep your weary face down, and you must have the right slump to your shoulders as the guards pass straight by, with nothing more than a derogatory comment. A pleasant herbal smell drifts from the doorway of a nearby hut.
Oh, yeah. Are we actually in Bristol? Wow. Let's go in the hut. Why not?
Yeah, why not? Inside it is dark. What?
Oh my god!
There's a guy smoking a bong. What?
Oh, that picture! Oh
Inside
my god!
it is dark with the smell of rotting straw rising from a pile of mattresses that circle a low table. It is only after a moment that you notice these mattresses are occupied. 3 ugly faces peer at you through clouds of smoke rising from a hookah pipe that sits on the table.
Smell the air.
You sniff the air tentatively and your head spins. The smoke of the hookah is sweet and stupefying. It is weed plant.
Weed plant?
That's right.
What? I don't know. I don't understand, Lewis. Weed plant.
I don't know.
It's a mystery. I probably don't want to get stoned in this dangerous, strange city. Let's check out the people a bit.
You look at the 3 creatures who are staring at you with lazy disinterest. They are black elves, normally dangerous, but now they seem like they could barely stand. One of the elves takes a long draw on the hookah pipe, then sighs and settles back on his mattress.
Talk to them. I'm a bit worried about this.
You turn to the nearest elf.
Greetings!
You say. The elf nods back in return.
Right. I'm new to Kare.
Right.
What's the best way to reach the North Gate? I'm an ordinary trader.
The elf nods once more. It is only then that you realise he is asleep. This is useless. The smokers are too confused and vague.
Try something else? What's this going to...
Enough talking. You look around the hut once more.
Let's leave. Let's just leave.
All right.
Yeah.
The atmosphere is putrid. You go straight back into the fresh air. Continue up the street.
I'm not going to... That would have been terrible. That was like a trap waiting to happen.
Do you think so? Well, you'll never know. You continue up the narrow road. It is packed either side with mud brick hovels, but most are deserted. A few creatures pass by, heads turned down. They do not look at you. This part of the city port is barely habited, so should be safe enough to pass through quickly. You pass a drinking fountain, dribbling water into a chipped stone bowl.
Now, so why are so few people there? And what is with this suspicious drinking fountain that suddenly is just there? Maybe I'll stop someone and see if I can... an orc. That's nice.
You stop a stooped orc-like creature.
So out of all the different people walking by, I'm like, that orc, he looks like a nice fella. Have a nice little chat with him. I'm new to Kare,
you say. The creature shrugs.
Then keep one hand on your purse and the other on your sword,
it replies.
There are people here who would steal both.
That's good advice, isn't it?
The creature looks somewhat uncomfortable to be talking to you.
Is the drinking water safe?
The creature looks at the fountain and blinks in surprise.
I hope so,
he says.
I've drunk from it every day of my life.
Oh my god. Okay.
That's done him no harm, has it?
So, or maybe he was a human once and he turned into an orc because he drank the water, Louis.
Magical drinking fountain.
Magical drinking fountain.
David Bowie's magical drinking fountain.
I'd like to drink from my magical drinking fountain.
Enough talking, I think.
Yeah.
Do you wanna...
Enough talking.
All right, good. You nod to the creature and thank him. So we have a drink?
Let's have a drink, Lewis.
Oh.
What's the worst that can happen?
You lean down by the fountain and cup your hand to drink. The water tastes cool, if herbal.
Herbal?
Perhaps something is growing in it. Herbal.
Perhaps something is growing in it. Spit it out.
You spit it quickly out. There is nothing else to do here. You leave the fountain untested. Continue up the road.
See, what I don't like is that there's so few people in that place. If it was bustling with people and they were all happy, it would be fine. But uninhabited houses...
There was just that one orc who had a very dry throat. Yeah, who knows?
It never did me any harm.
Oh my
This
God.
part of town feels abandoned, like the drying strip of sand left behind by a falling tide.
That's very poetic.
A little further on, the road approaches the first stone building you've seen since the hut by the gates. It has windows of glass and a wide yard inside its uneven high hall. Whoever lives here is wealthy and understandably cautious. They have, however, left a fine stallion only loosely tied up outside. The horse, the house, follow the main road.
I mean, I don't get it. If they live in this place, why would they just leave a horse? Let's just check out the horse. I don't have to just steal it, but maybe I can just, snoop.
You approach the horse. It snorts nervously, wary of your presence. You might be able to calm it, or even talk to it.
I'm going to
with the
talk
correct spell.
to the horse, Lewis.
Steal the horse? Talk
to the horse.
Cast a spell. You try a few words in the common tongue, and then a few...
Hello, horse!
In the more gentle language of your boyhood in Chorbury Wood.
Hello.
The animal listens with its ears cocked, giving you a strange, distant look. But of course it does. It is a horse. Still, it appears calmer in your presence now. Perhaps you have made a friend.
Oh. Cast a spell.
Let's see what we got.
Cast a spell on a horse.
Right, well, we have...
Yaz.
Cause invisibility.
But I don't have a pearl ring.
Talk with animals.
Oh my God, if only I had a green-haired wig.
I don't know where that one came from, do you? You could a good hot. I'm not sure we should do.
No.
Unless we want to have a nice horse steak. There's a Seuss, which is detect danger.
I had a boar burger last night.
Boar burger.
A boar burger. Burger made out of a wild pig. That's what a boar is, a wild pig.
Yeah. Sounds good.
It was very nice. It's very delicious.
Well, lucky you.
Didn't have a horse burger though.
I had some pikelets with hummus on them.
Some what?
Pikelets. They're like crumpets but thin. Much nicer. We could make the horse depressed. The horse seems alright. We want to give the horse depression.
Caused depression on a horse.
What is wild?
I don't want to do that. I mean, it might be quite funny to just see what happens, but that just seems unnecessarily cruel.
I don't think any of these are good options, actually. No, it doesn't seem to be very many options.
What was the S? S
was to sense danger or depression.
What, sense danger? Let's try sense danger then.
Well, I don't think there's any danger. It's just a horse.
I'm going to cast sense danger.
You cast the spell and a calm voice enters your mind. It tells you that the horse is a strong, powerful and willful beast and one unlikely to be tamed. But it is not cruel and does not wish you harm. Then the voice fades.
So I'm friends with it, but unlikely to be tamed. I can't just... Oh, God. Oh, God. This is like... Oh.
These decisions are so hard to make. I know what you mean. Thing is, if you
It's tempting, isn't it?
If you... I know it is, but... What are you going to do with a horse?
I don't know. I would like a horse, I think.
Okay.
I think I would quite like a horse.
All
but
right.
maybe in real life more than in games.
Should we steal the horse?
Should we steal the horse? Let's steal the horse.
Keeping your eyes fixed on the beasts, you slip the reins from around the hitching post and hold them firmly.
Uh-oh.
Then, in one moment, you pull sharply, bringing it round so you can jump onto its back. The horse, friendly or not, is having none of it. It whinnies loudly and rears up into the air. And then, with your belly settled on its back, it bolts at terrific speed along the road, heading back the way you came. The streets of Tare, you plunge madly
Very
through a
flighty,
market,
Lewis.
past
Very
a shrine,
flighty.